gentlemen, and welcome to another fantastic weekend of Formula One racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Bats. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience viewing footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. There we go. All the cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is they going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? Let's find out. Away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone because I have a feeling. Oh no, Timo, cancel the crusher in the traction zone. I tried to mount up another overtake on 23 trademark. This is round 3.
And Timo are oh, it's not it. Oh no! Oh my god.
Hello everyone, welcome this week's end of the weekend to SRL Tier 1 in Zandvoort, last race in Zandvoort for this season. I'm joined by Pixel.
Shalom.
Shalom Pixel, shalom. You know, we were in a voice call, me, Pixel and Tara, and Tara was like, what if I would race today? And he actually is racing after quite a long time.
It's been a bit. He is on pad though, so probably won't be super quick. It's not his chosen device, but we'll see how he does.
Yeah, as people are already on their laps. Marion here, also a first race he has in this league. He was a friend of.
Yeah.
He came through Jensen, I think.
Yeah, he's a former Raystars NL and a Horse the 2 driver, so he's pretty decent.
Yeah, it should be good.
Based on that alone.
Yeah. So let's see. He's actually finishing up his lap here, so he's gonna set our bank.
Yeah, this lap has looked really quick.
Yeah.
And it is. It's a. It's an 8-7 opening lap.
Okay.
That's
insane. That's already something. What about Terra? Is he?
It's bro, right.
Terra's starting his lap. Let's go on board with Terra. See how he adapted to the pad. I don't think I could go back to the pad now if I would want to.
Every so often I try to drive pad and I realize how terrible I am. Alex, kind of vibing, but it gets out of the way.
Hugo, 108.5. And some video 108.6. So, yeah.
Yeah, Hugo has been able to do 108. Oh, terror. Big drift there. Not good for the time, but Hugo has been able to get into the 8s on mediums, which is insane.
And he's also about to start his lap here. Never mind, he invalidates. I don't know if this invalidated his next lap as well. The funny thing about Zandvoort is you can take softer even though tire wear is so big, and you can just do 4 laps. Which is
Yeah.
hopefully no one's gonna do what I did in tier 2, which is spin, 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 as Danny invalidates his lap.
I gotta say though, even on a pad, Terror is so ridiculously smooth. It's enviable.
He actually goes to fastest with a 10.7, which is almost
I mean,
close to my PB. So
it's not a bad lap time, all things considered.
oh no, definitely not. Also, Ocean Chief is racing here in tier 1. So yeah.
Imagine your Ocean Chief trying your hardest. You do a 10.6 and Terra's 1/10 behind you on a controller. That must feel quite bad.
Are you?
No offense to Chief.
Nothing. Timo 109.9.
Go on.
I think Timo's PB is a 108.9. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, it's. I think Timo said he did. He got into the 8s in Rapid Racers.
Yeah, he did.
So he could get up there. Mr. Veldman
Oh yeah.
driving in tier 1 for a change. Decent
Where is
opening
he?
lap,
I can't
10-0.
even see him.
P9.
P9. Oh yeah, his name is Nico on Steam now. I was searching for 2 SRL Hagrid and I couldn't even find. So confused. Fine. Okay, so I think top 10. I feel like almost everyone there, at least the majority of them, is gonna be in the 108s. Or maybe I'm being optimistic.
Probably.
I don't know. I know.
Well, certainly the top 5.
Yeah, Kopi as well is gonna be there, and Danny. I think both of them are fast.
If Danny actually does a quality lap.
Oh yeah.
Jensen should be able to do 8s as well. Maybe Popo.
He is on a lap here, in sector 2,
Yeah.
or just about at the end of sector 2.
Yeah, carrying good speed. A bit of traffic ahead, but hopefully that shouldn't affect him too much. Marion gets out of the way.
Oh wait, you're talking about Popo. I'm talking about Jensen, who's finishing his lap.
Oh,
I was looking
okay.
in front on the track map, and there was not a single car in front. I was like, traffic? Got scared for a second. The lobby's desynced as Jensen crosses the line with the 109 flat. Let me open YouTube chat just so I actually see it. Okay.
There is nothing happening in the chat.
Start talking, guys. This is not a request. Popo 109.3 puts in P5. So only 3 people.
Good opener.
Yeah, only 3 people haven't set a time yet. Danny, Triton, and Kopi. Talking about Triton, he's just starting his lap as well. Tiny bit of lock up there. That corner is so easy to lock up into.
Yeah, it's just with the banking, the inside tire is quite unloaded.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really cost you time, but it kind of looks worse than it is. Oh, Triton was very wide there.
Yeah, very wide.
Held it well, but that's the lap over.
I noticed that's the thing there. When I want to push too hard, it's either I'm gonna spin or I'm just gonna crash out. Okay, so people started talking Pixel. You see, it actually worked.
Oh, yes, it did.
Yeah, so what's up, Chad and Bebix? Hugo's gonna win. You think Hugo's gonna win, Pixel? An educated guess?
I mean, educated guess, yeah.
Looking at the season so
Surely.
far, he won every race up until now.
Yeah, because he has no chill.
Yeah, Danny and Kopi, both of them starting last year.
be going really wide in Hugenholtz, but I suppose as long as he gets to drive off the corner, that's the main thing.
Stream is it dropping frames now all of a sudden? I'm not sure.
It's not the smoothest, but it's okay.
Oh, and Danny actually, as that's happening, Danny loses it in the fast right hand.
Ripperino?
Yeah,
I guess.
I guess I'm just gonna close my stream here and open it on my phone. That way, I don't have. I reduce all the stutters, as I am also hosting the lobby this week, so they actually have enjoyable time, or at least Tipsy. I felt bad for him every week so far. His thing, him getting the glitch. Tipsy actually doing 2 laps on those softs. Did he invalidate and then do another lap, or I have no clue what actually happened.
I'm not sure. I can check.
Okay, got chat open on my phone. That's all I need now.
No, he's actually just done 2 laps on the same set of tire, which is I'm not sure why you would do that, because there's enough time to do 4 runs in quali if you want to.
Maybe he didn't take the softer compound, so he's just vibing on those.
Maybe, yeah.
Terra went in the 109s.
Epic.
Wasn't he in the 109s before? Didn't he do a 109.7 before?
I don't think he did.
Am I?
Maybe he did.
Because he's on a 109.9 now.
Oh, he was on a 10 point something before. Yeah, he was 10.7. So he's improved 8 tenths.
Oh. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah.
We definitely know what we're doing.
Yeah, Hugo did not improve on that lap, but Amelia did. Or I completely missed out on a lot of the stuff that's happening here.
Hugo didn't improve on a 108.4.
But some idiot did.
So trash.
Some idiot put it on P1 now. Marian actually crossing the line here, and he's up on his time as well. And he goes in the 108.6. And Jensen 108.7. So we got 4 people in the 108s. Yeah, I'm gonna say there's gonna be 7 people in the 108s.
No. Bold guess. Triton's coming around to finish the lap.
And he goes.
So 109.3, good effort from Triton.
Yeah, a good lap.
Decent lap.
And now Danny, the only person without a lap. Oh, Icewind is also in the session. I completely didn't see that either. You know, ever since you said Veldman, I was looking for that 2S Earl Hagrid thing, and I just couldn't find it. And my brain just shut off, you know. Nico is just... I'm not used to seeing that name.
Yeah, I just want to point out, P7 to P10 covered by 0.031 of a second. It's pretty nutty.
Yeah, it is. It's quite close. So, going into the pits here. So yeah, I think we're gonna be seeing people going on their final runs as Samiriad is on a run. This is gonna be his final though. I'm not entirely sure. He is up on his time as well in Sector 1.
About a 10.
Bit slidey there on that corner exit.
Yeah, I've heard that he's using an oversteery setup to protect the front.
I use his setup as well. I'm loving it completely, but it is oversteering.
Yeah. That's just to counteract the wear on the front left.
As he does improve with a 4.15. 108.450. Whatever, he does improve. And he makes the gap to Hugo's a bit bigger. Ay. Kofi's on the lap here as well. Just coming up to the end of Sector 1. He's 800s up on his time as well.
Yeah, decent improvement. So he should be able to get into the 8s if he can keep this going.
Let's see Sector 2 time. This should be 1/10 up. Definitely. Yeah, almost 2/10 up.
Yeah, nearly 2.
Let's not jinx it. I want to get that 7 people in the 8s prediction right. This is our first time commentating together, right, Pixel?
Is it?
Is it?
I think we might have done another race earlier in the season. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I mean, this week.
Well, we're doing it now, and that's all that matters.
Kopi goes with a 108.8. 107. Yeah, whatever. He's there in the 8s. That's what matters. Puts him in
Yeah,
P5.
the game can't decide whether it's a 0.7 or a 0.8, but you know,
Yeah.
Kappa.
That was the same with some idiots improvement before. It was 1,000 difference than his time. 1,000 slower, according to the lab data. So I guess every time you do is actually a 1,000 faster than it should be.
I guess. Popo was improving by a 10.5, but I think he's made a bit of a mistake in fast right-hander.
Hugo's actually coming to the end of Sector 1. Let's see if he's up on his time, and he is. He's 700s up on his time, almost a whole 10. So Hugo's, if he keeps going to the ends on this pace, I think he's gonna be looking for fall. Sector 2 time is gonna be 2/10 up. Okay, yeah. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
How? He's actually gonna.
It's
cross.
like he's so smooth that he looks slow, but he's actually just ridiculously quick.
Oh,
But not as quick
1,000.
as some idiot.
He actually
That's
lost quite a
insane.
lot of time there in Sector 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's.
Yeah, I think he might have. I think he didn't use enough exit curb on Londike. I think that's where the time went.
Yeah. As Danny's not gonna set a lap. He's staying in the pits. What am I trying to?
I think Danny's just gonna try and do a last to first challenge every race this season, but like he never gets to first, so like I don't see what the point is.
Yeah, I mean it's not optimal if you want to get some points.
Really
Wait,
isn't.
Danny. Oh, he's in the. He should have been in the Alfa Romeo, but he's in the.
Yeah, but
Williams.
Chief took it because Danny joined late.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. His points from this race should still go to Alfa Romeo, right?
Yeah.
If he gets them from that last position.
Yeah.
That's,
Nick with the sight improvement, P9. Bantz with quite a good lap in 9.1.
yeah. Alex is also coming here in the last two corners. The banking. Danny retires. I close chat. I automatically close my phone and chat just goes away. Alex is gonna cross, but he does not improve. He was 6 seconds down. Actually, because of the spectator.
Marion is on a lap though.
Yeah, because of the spectator thing, people are. I mean, the session is over for us, but it's not for them. So.
Yeah.
Marion is a 10th up on his
Because
time.
the
as
game
well.
is definitely not broken.
As Hagrid retires as well. Oh, and Marion loses it.
Oh, Marion.
He was a 10th and a half up on his time. He was actually looking quite good for pole there as well. So what we learned from this session was that come on, Triton and Alex both with a 9 flat. They're so close to getting that.
Oh, I might be the right one though. Noel gets disqualified. So that's and their cars spun off in both directions. That's interesting. Very interesting.
And before lobby restart. Triton retires. Opie is
Copy a 10th up.
Opie a 10th up, so if he keeps a good here, even with this, he should get P4.
possibly P3
Yep.
if he can find a little bit more in Sector 3.
Before he gets a pole. Wouldn't that be a shocker? Keep it nice and tight. And he goes P4, yeah. It's
Yeah,
a good lap
good
from
stuff.
Kopi as well. Unlucky for Marion, but considering it's his first race, still a really good job from him.
Yeah, he's still decently up the order, and with a good start, anything could happen.
And I think this is it, right? This is the grid. Samediat, Hugo, P1, P2, 1,000 in between them. And then followed by Marion, Kopi, Jensen, Triton, Alex, Vance, Nick, and Timo in the top 10.
Danny with no time in P18 and no disqualified for driving the wrong way on track, apparently.
And
When doubt he actually did that.
and Terra was in P12, so also from him it was a pretty good qualifying. Considering
Yes,
he
fantastic job by him.
hasn't driven in ages. Look at that gap between Hugo's and Samediat. You see, that's the lap delta thing, because it can decide if you're 1,000 faster or slower.
Yeah. Yeah, like it can never properly make its mind up in timing exactly for whatever reason. It's a bit stupid, but a bit like F1 2006 on the PSP, where you always had a very specific hundredth to your time. It was always exact. It could never be anything else.
What are you bringing F1 2006 on PS?
Because it's the best Formula 1 game of all time.
Did it have league racing?
No,
Okay, good.
but it had an epic career mode. You could be a test driver in that. That was epic.
Oh, is 2SRL gonna start a Formula 1 2006 PSP league?
It's a yes, please. Thank you, honey.
I
It
actually.
also had a more realistic damage model than F1 2020. And when engines blew up, you'd get oil on the track that would make you spin off if you run over it.
Oh,
It was an epic game.
I'm guessing it wasn't made by Codemasters then.
No, it wasn't.
No. Well, you know,
Played that career mode like 14 times.
at least Codemasters did something good with this year's game. And by that I mean you can take some
Well,
corners.
cars that are actually enjoyable.
Yeah, yeah.
If only they could fix all the bugs.
Oh yeah, especially spectator bugs. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
Well, they're
Yeah.
they're on a formation lap here. Looking down, some idiot starting off. Who starts beside Marion? Kopi, yeah. I feel like sometimes my brain is just so far behind. So we've got only two people outside of the top 10 assaults. That's Terra and Noel, both Mercedes drivers. So it's gonna be interesting to see them, because one of them is gonna have to pit either a lap earlier or a lap later. I'm guessing Terra's gonna be the one pitting earlier since he's on a pad.
Yeah, he's probably gonna struggle with temps a fair bit, I would guess.
Yeah. Quite a lot of people struggle with temps on this track, I think.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the circuit with long, medium speed corners.
But it
It's
is.
just-
It is.
Unavoidable.
Timo is doing something.
Vibing is what he's doing.
Yeah. Hopefully the loggy hopefully the loggy isn't lagging for them. Since I'm hosting this week. Imagine it all goes
stinky.
bad. Imagine it all goes bad. I'm never hosting a lobby again then. Why don't you get better internet?
If only it were that simple.
Oh, I can't wait to see the 5 lights out and then wait 5 more seconds for them to actually go out.
Very epic.
As the 5 red lights go out, and we're gonna wait a bit more. And now we actually start the Zandvoort Grand Prix, the Dutch Grand Prix. As Marion gets a really good start, almost in between some idiot. They're squeezing each other, and Marion, I think, gets kind of squeezed there in between them both. Some idiot is in the lead from turn 1, and there's actually carnage in the back. There's Popo spun, yeah, Ocean Chief. Wonder who picked up damage. In the front though, Marion is on the inside of Hugo looking for a move, and he actually does get past Hugo as well in that banked corner of turn 4. And behind them, Jensen and Kopi going side by side as well. Kopi losing out to Jensen here. Jensen has the outside line, Kopi the inside, so if Jensen sticks it through, that's brave.
Yeah, that's brave.
And he actually gets it
Very
done.
brave.
So, got a lot of stuff happening.
Chad Terror up to P10.
Chad Terror up to P10. Danny also getting some positions on the back of Timo now. 2/10 off of Timo. And he actually is going on the outside of Timo here into this corner. It's actually a really fun turn to overtake. And with good traction, even on those mediums, he gets the job done and he goes past Timo.
Yeah. I'm guessing Timo got caught up in that contact with Popo. He's down a couple of positions, I believe.
Yeah, Ocean Chief was caught up into that one as well. I don't know who else. Icewind is also getting really close to Noel here on the back, as somebody says the fastest lap. It is the first lap. Noel trying to pull on the inside. Icewind staying in the slipstream, switches back to the outside. On those mediums, I don't think he's going to have traction this early in the race.
The field is still pretty bunched. There's a DRS train all the way down to P15.
There's still no DRS though, but the thing is, this track is just hard to overtake, especially you know, when you look down in tiers, it's a bit slower, and the gap in between paces of people are just different. But here, I think everyone's similar pace, and when the smaller trains start to form, it's gonna be really hard to pass another person when you're on the same strategy and equal pace.
It do be like that.
It do be. I wonder actually who's gonna pick up penalties. You know, now we saw the race start. I think it's a bit late to ask, but Marion actually says the fastest lap. Who do you think is gonna win from this start?
Marion's done a pretty good job so far, and it seems like he has pretty decent pace, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do. But Cody's out front. He doesn't have any dirt here, unlike pretty much the entire rest of the field. So that's going to help him a lot. Never discount Hugo, though.
I never discount Hugo, but Jensen is also really close to them. Is he going to be trying to look for a win as well? He is keeping up with them. And as I said that, he starts dropping off a bit. Danny already gained 4th positions, though.
Yeah, it's been a good start for Danny. Getting
actually
up a couple of positions despite being on the mediums.
Icewind getting past Jesse. Jesse fighting back on the outside of the next turn. And Danny right behind them. Jesse braking late. And Danny looking for a move. Danny now on the outside of Jesse. Banging wheels a bit. And Danny stays behind. Jesse gives the position. Better traction of exit there. And Danny's going to be fighting here.
He's quite close on the back. Maybe he can deploy some overtake, but Jesse is not.
Danny's okay.
Jesse just has a.
Oh, when he locks, he goes
a bit of a mistake there. Someone scared himself off the apex.
I think Danny is he's a scary man, you know. I wouldn't want Danny behind me in a dark alley. Except this is far from an alley. I mean, it is quite tight, so it could be an alley almost. Yeah. But it's not dark.
Just because he's from Doncaster. Okay.
No, I have no clue where it's from.
Tipsy's had a bit of
there's a... yeah, that's Tipsy. Oh, Tipsy.
Danny going around the outside of Jesse. Trying to make it work. Might do it on the brakes. He's got the drive.
Yeah. Oh, but Jesse fighting back on the inside, but he goes on the gravel there on that curb. And yeah, Danny gets the move done there. And now that puts Timo really close to Jesse as well. Timo's on soft tires. He got that entanglement at the start of the race, so I think Timo's going to be getting past Jesse here as well.
Yeah, I would guess Timo would have hoped to be a bit further up at this point.
Making late.
Appears to be struggling, but makes the move on Jesse.
Seeing people touch that inside the curb brings it makes me feel something inside my body, you know? It's like
Envy that they didn't spin.
no, it's, you know, as a kid when you watch like a horror movie or something and you were really scared watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that. Popo is gonna go side by side with Ocean Chief here into that fast downhill right-hander. A brave move. We saw Jensen do that on Kopi this race before, and he gets the job done as well. Ocean leaving enough room.
Pretty nicely done.
That puts him on the back of Nico now as well, who is dropping off of the others. As Chad is saying in chat, what does Jeff say about the weather? And I have no clue. Pix, do you have any?
Yeah, I have precisely no idea.
Okay, yeah. So it's a surprise. We're gonna, you know.
Yeah. For what it's worth, it does look quite clear at the moment, so I would say rain is unlikely.
Yeah, but I've learned from my experience that this track can be quite deceiving with rain. It can become cloudy and it can start raining really fast.
And Chief just passed Hagrid.
Oh, and Chief goes wide there, and
then
Hagrid
immediately
goes back
bottles
fast.
it.
On the grid though, Jensen and Kopi, 1 second off each other and 1 second off the
the
top 3.
top 3 breaking away a little bit.
Timo is now getting close to Tipsy as well. So there's like small packets of people dropping off, but I think that, like, we know Marian's fast, but I still think he's performing exceptionally well for today, considering it's his first race with people he probably didn't race before.
Yeah,
I'm saying that,
that's a good job.
he is all over the back of some idiot as well.
Yeah, but being on the back of someone and passing them is a completely different proposition in Zandvoort.
Yeah, I feel like, because penalties are also not that easy to pick up on this track. As Ocean Chief goes past Nico again.
Yeah, I feel it's really just the last corner where picking up warnings is particularly easy, or there's also the pit lane issue where for some reason if you enter the pit lane in a particular way you get a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, I've noticed
which really makes no sense, but
both Vietnam and
it is what it is.
both Vietnam and this track have that issue, so you know, new tracks, they're fun and all. I mean, Zandvoort's fun and all, but Vietnam definitely isn't fun. Maybe it's fun to drive, even that I doubt, but watching Vietnam,
kinda boring.
I mean, you know, next time if there's like a proper race happening at the same time, I might as well just switch over to the other race and watch that one if it's on Vietnam.
Yeah.
Looking down the grid now, people seem to be dropping off each other. Band's already 3.5 off of P6, and Jensen almost 2 seconds off of the front 3 now. This Hugo actually seems to be maybe dropping off a tiny bit off of Marian as well. Yeah, but never mind that Hugo is on almost 100% ERS, so
yeah, he's just hanging around.
Yeah. You know, now that nothing's really happening, except for Danny getting really close to the back of Noel here, and he might be going for a move. Danny's on mediums, Noel's on soft, so... Oh, Danny last to first if he gets it done. Good job.
Yeah. Well, he's proving that overtaking is possible.
It is possible, but You watched me Tier 2 like 30 minutes before this race, so you know
Yeah.
how easy it is to keep people behind, even if you're on completely dead tires compared to people on fresh tires. Even if you're
Yeah,
slower than the car behind.
and it's really just one straight that's an actual straight. So the rest of the track, you can make your car so wide.
Yeah, I feel like one of the best corners to actually overtake is not the first corner for turn 1, but is actually where Danny and Noel are coming up to now. This double right-hander. Um,
Yeah, you can throw it up the inside,
which
like
Danny
Danny's
is
doing
doing
now.
right now, yeah. And actually gets the job done. And then if you go side by side from then onwards, you got the outside for this corner, which is actually not that bad since you have a lot better traction, and you get the inside for the after the DRS zone. So, as your dog,
My dog says hi.
yeah, screeches out for food again.
He's getting the munch.
Yeah, man. He does eat a lot though. Every time I'm in a voice call with you, it's just, it's like I feel like the dog talks more than you.
Yeah, he does. Pretty much. Yeah. My dog has more social skills than I do.
Oh no.
That's
wait.
what's happening
There
there.
was, I think there was. Oh no, I'm pressing the wrong keys. Oh, oh. Wait, it's getting cloudy.
Yeah, it actually looks a bit darker now. Yeah, so maybe some weather.
I was on board with Triton there, and I just looked up in the sky for some reason. Like, you know that funny picture? Jesse picks up a 3-second time penalty. I think that's the first one of the day. 10 laps in.
Yeah, I didn't see any others.
So I was professionally switching in between car cameras, but I was pressing the F keys instead of the normal numbers, and I was going in between scenes like no one else before, as Alex is on the inside of Kopi here into turn 1. And Kopi's leaving room. Kopi's gonna have the inside for the bank corner, but still fighting. And then Kopi stays in front.
Yeah, it's a difficult section to go side by side in. It's very easy to make contact.
Yeah, it's really easy to lose your car as well. There's so much elevation change, and yeah, the car just goes basically. But
yeah. So meanwhile, Danny already up to P11,
yeah,
doing a good job.
I think Danny's just vibing. He came in the session, didn't set a qualifying lap. Maybe he just wants to prove a point, you know? Overtaking Zanovic is possible.
I guess.
I think he proved that point either way.
Yeah. Yeah, he certainly has.
The thing with starting that far back, and you need to make your way like through the field. And look at the gap in between Jensen and Hugo's, as Alex is now on the outside of Kopi. And Kopi's gonna brake late. Kopi takes the inside, but Alex is gonna have the line Kopi had the previous lap.
Yeah.
Kopi stays.
I feel like Alex actually got slightly boxed in by his teammate Jensen.
Yeah, it might have been. Maybe.
He ran out of space. So Kopi maintains P5 for now. So Alex hounding the back of him.
On the grid, look at this. We got P1 to 3 in a really close gaggle in between them, and then we got P whatever, and I mean P4, 5, and 6, and then we
P whatever.
and then we got P7, 8, and 9 also really close together, but the gaps in between them is just pretty far off. So we've got the first 9 cars all in 3-man groups, 3-man groups. And in 2 of those groups, it's 2 Red Bulls and then 2 Ferraris. As
Copy pits.
Yeah. So lap 13, first one to pit.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go on mediums.
Presumably had enough of the battle with Alex and wants to undercut Jensen while he's close.
As it seems to be getting darker and darker.
Yeah, and Copy went for another set of softs, so he must be thinking that it's going to rain.
I think it's gonna rain as well.
Yeah, there's no other reason why you would do a double stint of softs.
If you're doing a double stint of softs, then I'd guess you would want to pit a bit earlier onto another set, no? I feel like that might be a bit better.
I would have thought that, but maybe Copy's run out of tires. Because this is about the end of the range that softs can do before you start getting to puncture territory, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, I mean, you can do all up to like 15 laps without puncture territory, but
Yeah, and Hugo pits as well.
let's see what he's gonna go on pit lane.
Well, it's gonna have to be softs. No, he's going medium, so he doesn't think the rain will come soon enough, if at all. Jensen pitting for mediums as well. And Terra gets a 5-second penalty.
For speeding.
Yeah, bit of a shame.
The thing is, the mediums aren't even that much slower than the softs in race pace. I think it's a couple of tenths at most. And if he gets a good outlap here, he's actually behind Icewind, so he's getting held up a bit now, which is not good for him, because he would be needing to be in a. He wouldn't need to be in a clean. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Geos,
That's,
that's just to answer your question. It's just hotkeys from 1 to 10. You go from 1 to 0 for positions, and then for the last people, you go shift 1 for P11. Let's say that's how you switch in between people. As I was explaining that, Hugo got past Icewind, and now Nick is next on his kill list. As both Marion and Samidid are pitting, both going on mediums.
Yeah, Alex pitting as well.
Let's see where
I think Copy has managed the undercut, so he should jump Alex, because he has jumped Jensen as well. And that's the fastest lap while he's at it, 11.6.
Hugo gets past Marion, they're side by side. Hugo actually gains a position from pitting a lap earlier.
Yeah, so the undercut does work.
Even
Quite
he
well.
was held behind Icewind, so I think if he was in free air, I think that could have been P1 for him.
Yeah.
As I hear,
Considering the gap, that yeah, definitely could have been.
I hear an over-revving car. Is it Danny? Yes, it is. I just hear Danny's over-revving car there in the back with the beautiful glitch. Danny's actually up to P4 already. I mean, he's gonna have to pit, but
Yeah. But if there is rain on the way, can Danny stretch it to the rain?
yeah, I think you can do 20 laps in mediums, 20-ish. Also, a safety car would.
About 22.
A safety car would play into his hands as well.
Yeah.
As I say that, there's a yellow flag, and that is Nico
Yeah.
who spins in turn 4 or turn 5. One of those two.
Hugo does the fastest lap in 11.3, which is really quite quick.
On mediums.
Team 1 pitting. Yeah.
He's really close to somebody here. But again, getting
Yeah,
past people.
Hugo has been burning his battery. He was at 80% before the pit stop, now he's down in the 40s.
Yeah, I think he really wanted to make that undercut work, and I think he did a good job of doing it. He gained 1 position, was really close to gaining 2. The pit lane on this track is also, you don't lose that much time. It's a 17 or 16 second pit lane, even less maybe.
Yeah, it's quite a short pit lane.
And you also cut almost a lot of turn 1 as well, so.
Yeah.
Nick is actually getting really close, and Icewind as well. Icewind is 110 off of Popo. Going into that banking corner, Nick in front of them. There's 2 battles happening right beside each other.
Pretty much right next to each other, yeah. Yeah, Icewind started on mediums, fitted quite early for softs, so I'm guessing he's thinking that there is rain coming as well.
And Icewind actually goes on a move onto Popo here on the inside with Yaris and gets the
I
job done.
see some drops.
Oh yeah, I do as well.
I saw definite raindrops, yeah. The rain is coming.
It's just how fast is it gonna get wet? If it's gonna get wet, that is.
Yeah, so this could potentially play into Danny's hands really well.
I mean, if
If
it
he
does.
can just hold it till the rain.
If it does. I think
Yeah.
it was SLR tier 4 I raced in. And before the race, it was saying it's gonna be raining on the last square thingy in the weather forecast. And the rain started about lap 30. I saw the first drops, and by lap 31, by the start of lap 32, or I think it was even a couple of laps earlier, I could barely keep my car on track with understeer. The rain started coming down really fast, and the track got wet really fast as well. So yeah, we're gonna see.
Epical.
Yeah. Alex is really close to the back of Jensen here.
Yeah, the two of them are scrapping away. So Jensen holds the lead position in that battle.
It's interesting though, because only Icewind and Kopi went on to softs.
Yeah, which considering there's rain now, you would think that that was the better choice.
Yeah, definitely, but who knows? But yeah, the medium's also proving to be quite fast. As Hugo said, the fastest lap.
Yeah. The mediums is a good gamble though if the rain never actually gets heavy enough for intermediates, because in that instance, softs just won't make it. Then you have to run a different compound anyway.
Yeah, definitely. As going on board. Let's see how they do these corners. There's a yellow flag. That's Noel who spun. I think he lost it on traction on that corner exit.
Yeah. Copy on Danny. Gets the move done, but you would expect that.
Yeah. I'm running on board because I just get a better feel for the conditions. On board with Kopi here. He's on those softs, so he's gonna be the one struggling the least right now. But the rain does seem to be picking up a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely nowhere near intermediate conditions, but you're definitely going to feel the loss of grip.
Yeah. I feel like people might start struggling here. I don't think we get a proper sense of actually how wet it is. I just hope it's not like Australia, tier 1.
Yeah, that was not particularly fun to drive at the end.
Oh, were you driving in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was just hoping that it's gonna go full wet at some point, or just intermediate, but didn't. I just hope it's not like this today as well. Another yellow flag, that's Nico, who lost it into turn 1. I guess
Quite sad.
maybe he saw my performance in tier 2 and ay ay ay. Another yellow flag, that's Jesse. Yeah, so people, I think... Oh,
yeah,
he got
has
a
the
puncture. No!
Yeah.
18 laps. So he got a puncture with 18 laps. That means Danny is gonna be in puncture territory here as well.
Well, I think it's worth saying, Jesse, I mean this is in the politest way possible, not a particularly smooth driver, so he would be quite a bit harder on his tires than Danny, but yeah. Starting to near the end of the effective range of the mediums.
Yeah, definitely it's gonna be a couple more laps, but I feel like people are gonna start pitting either this or next lap for intermediates. Or maybe not, who knows. Eurus is still enabled, so...
Copy's pitting, so he's decided it's time. Yeah, the rain is starting to get quite a bit heavier now.
Hope going in intermediate, so this might be the call that is gonna put him in a really good position.
Yeah.
As
And
Alex pits
Alex
as well.
follows suit.
And everyone's actually
As does
jumping in the pits here.
Jensen. So Red Bull doing the double stack.
And Danny, interesting. Because Danny decided not to pit. Let's see how much Kopi is actually gaining onto, let's say, Icewind, who is on softs. And yeah, he's definitely gaining.
Yeah.
So the intermediates are the right call here, as most of the grid goes onto those intermediates. Already 1.7. Yellow flag. That's the
Yeah,
Renault of
that's
Nico.
Nico. And some idiot pitting, as does Hugo and Marion, which is to be expected.
Yeah, no way they could do more. I mean, they could do more, but it would not be beneficial. And I think both Icewind and Danny are gonna pit here as well. I think it's a no-brainer. Kopi gained 1 whole second onto Icewind, and I wonder how much more he gained onto the others.
And Marion jumped Hugo in the pits.
Oh.
So Hugo
Icewind
being
picks
held.
up a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. And Kopi is now P4. Was he was behind P4, right? He was P6.
He had gotten to P4 by pitting early for the softs. He had to pass Danny for it, but once he got by Danny, he was P4.
Interesting. Danny's now P6, so Danny already gaining 13 positions this race, which is quite a feat to do on this
quite
track.
impressive.
There's a yellow flag. I think that's Nico retiring, but there's also Terra, Tipsy, and Ocean Chief going almost 3 wide on the main straight there. So these guys are just...
I think Tipsy's just come out to the pits on mediums.
Oh no.
I don't understand. And you see, he nearly loses it completely there.
No.
Chief gets by him quite easy in the end.
My heart is shattered. I think I don't know. F1 is just a beautiful game.
It do be. And Samidi stretching the gap to 1.9 seconds. He is very good in the rain.
Yeah, Savidian also has a rain practice. He races in VVDL, and he had his the race yesterday. There was basically intermediate condition for the whole of the race until the end, which was almost full wet.
Epic.
So he does have practice on intermediates on this track, and I don't think a lot of people practice the wet, to be honest.
I don't think so.
I feel like every race this that I saw this week, or the majority of the races I saw, had rain in it in Zandvoort, or at least some drops or bad weather, or like half.
Yeah,
of the
there are 2 cars on the dry tires at the minute, and they're both quite slow.
Timo didn't pit
as a result.
Timo though didn't get the thing, and Tipsy is also not pitting. So is the rain not gonna last?
I'd wonder, but they're gonna lose so much time while this is going on, and then they have more tire wear. So, is it gonna work or not?
I don't know, but I like to see. I like that the strategy is playing a big part here. Nico retired before in the pits, and Jesse is about to get lapped by some idiot here.
And Jensen pitting for soft tires, so the rain has actually eased up a bit. So
Interesting.
maybe Timo and Tipsy have played a blinder here with the strategy. Well, not Tipsy because he's too far down, but Timo, if this is the way it's going to go, in a really good, and yeah, he's caught back up to Triton.
It's dropping off a bit, but yeah, it's he actually does.
Alright, yeah, he
gets
got passed by Triton. Never mind, but
he gets passed by Popo. Jensen, is he struggling? Box up. I don't think it's dry enough for dry tires yet. Could you check the lap times of, for example, Timo?
yeah. So some idiot's last lap was a 1:20.0. Timo's last lap was a 1:23.9.
It's 3 seconds slower.
So it's not even close.
As I see a bit of blue there in the sky. A bit of a clearance in the clouds. Jensen isn't softs though. Those softs are gonna have much more grip than Timo's mediums. Terra pitting for softs as well. Or no, Terra isn't soft. Yeah, he pitted for softs. So this is bringing some strategy plays into effect here.
Yeah, this it's quite strange. But Jensen has actually caught Nick a bit.
Yeah.
He's caught Nick by about a second.
I want to see what lap time Jensen is actually gonna do. I'm like switching on and off from him. I want to see if he's really struggling. The rain seems to be like somewhere in the middle.
You can tell Jensen is down on traction
Timo is also
versus what he would be in properly dry, but he's not struggling. Yeah, Timo's been passed by Nick, so he's struggling on his tires. But Jensen seems quite comfortable.
So Immediate's lap time was a 1:20, and Jensen's is gonna be
yeah,
a
and
1:20 as well.
Nick's pitting.
And Nick goes in softs. I think Marion is also catching up to some idiot who had a 2-second gap. Yeah, this race is it just went from a standard full sun race to rain to what is actually happening.
Yeah, it's quite strange.
It's got the funny glitch now, and Samidia is going into the pits as well. And so are Marion and Hugo. So the rain is dying down. After 5 laps or so, they are pitting. Let's see, Kopi stays out for one more lap, and Alex pits again. Kopi doesn't really have another set of softs, does he?
I don't know.
Because he was already too.
Danny pitting as well. Yeah, everyone's pulling into the pits now.
Has the rain actually stopped? Yeah, the rain stopped. Somebody at 2.5 behind Kopi here. Kopi's gonna be losing quite a lot of time on those intermediates now. Yeah, he is. And I think Kopi might actually lose out to Danny here. Somebody goes past.
Yeah, with relative ease in the end.
Marion also in the back of Kopi here. Kopi's really struggling.
Yeah, so little grip.
Moves out of the way of Hugo's as well there.
Yeah.
I wonder if Danny's gonna come out.
Hugo on Marion. Not quite able to do it. Nearly made contact.
I saw Hugo
got away
go
with
wiggly
that.
there. Marion's just having a phenomenal debut race as well, so Good job.
Yeah,
Tim.
for
Yeah,
sure.
Danny does get past past Gopi there. So Danny goes up to P5 now. No, if it stays like this, I just think I think Danny can just be our driver of the day from this point onwards. If it stays like this.
Yeah.
Because I mean, last to fifth.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else to add there.
Yeah.
14th position gains in Zandvoort out of all tracks as well.
It's insane. Timo's an honorable mention as well, if he can keep the points.
Yeah.
Like having stayed on dries throughout the intermediate running.
And let's see, it's up a penalty. Vans though on the back of Timo now, on Vans on first softs. Vance is on overtake here, and he is gonna go on the inside of Timo, and he just breezes past him like it's a Ferrari 2019 versus a Williams 2019.
More like a Ferrari 2019 versus a Ferrari 2020.
Yeah, I mean, Ferrari 2020, Williams 2019, isn't that kind of the same thing?
I guess.
Hugo is really close to Marin here.
It's actually not called the Ferrari, it's called the Red Hat.
Ah, yes, the red has. Because the drivers are clowns as well. Hugo's has the number...
Please, Gunter, no, don't murder me in my sleep. Thank you.
Wait. Hugo's has the number 25. Isn't that what Rene uses? Wait, Rene has number 25 as well. There's two number 25s in the grid? That's possible?
Well, unlike Tier 2 last season, we do not have half a grid running number 69. And Bance actually sets the fastest lap of the race.
Bance, race winner? I believe in Bance. Do you?
I also very much believe in Bance. He's a top flight driver. Absolutely fantastic. And I watch his career in AC Season 3 with great interest. The Scuderia Monkey Flipper Motorsport Point GT3 Sports Racing Team driver. Hoping to do quite well, so give him a watch on ACC.
Yeah, I mean, when me and Vance were forming Scuderia Monkey Flipper Motorsport Point GT3 Sports Racing Team, it was actually, you know, getting the car and everything in place. It was quite something. We were searching for sponsors and everything, and you know, our name came out a bit long in the end, but I think people are gonna remember it, especially after we win constructors.
Yeah, for sure.
Kopi says the fastest lap, 10.5. Kopi actually gets past Danny here. Actually, they're side by side into turn 1. And yeah, he does get past Danny. Danny drops a position. And I think he also drops that driver of the day from us. Is actually someone spins? Jensen, no! I'm pressing the wrong key.
Jensen, no.
Jensen spun. That puts Vance in up to P7 for a McLaren or a Scuderia Monkey Flipper Motorsport Point GT3 Sports Racing Team. I actually memorized that one. We need to clip this and send it to Vance. I think this is the first and last time someone's gonna say that name loud on the stream. Until we win the Constructors' Championship, that is.
Yeah.
Hugo got past Marian, we missed that as well.
Because we are super professional. I'm very good.
Well, we're talking about many things at once. We're talking about world issues, Monkey Flipper teams, everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Scuderia Monkey Flipper. Motorsports. GT3.
Motorsport Point.
Sports. Damn it.
It is we're thinking about adding some new sponsors to our name as well. you know, maybe some
What's Mission Winnow, Scuderia, Monkey Flipper,
oh, maybe
Motorsport Point, GT3
Argentinian
Sports
division.
Racing Team.
Yeah, Argentinian division as well. Maybe that would fit in right well. That's 4 more words, I think. I think Tipsy and
Oh,
Shred.
Hugo getting very sideways,
Yeah.
and Marion will have to run on him now.
Oh, let's get serious. It's 4 laps, Pixel. Oh, Marion is actually
Yeah,
following him.
Marion
And,
going for the move.
Going on the outside, and he's gonna going on the outside in turn 1. I think is the optimal thing for the overtake. Actually, you don't have the chance of hitting the curb, and he gets the job done. As the skies are turning blue again, so started on sunny, and it looks like it's gonna end sunny as well. As that's Tipsy in front of them about to get lapped, and back here Jensen is already on the back of Vance. As Popo picks up a 3-second time penalty.
And Popo pits, so I guess he has damage or something?
He's not changing his front wing. Oh, he actually retires. Popo.
Interesting.
Oh, did you notice? The cars don't drive out of the pits anymore, at least on this track.
But I did notice that Fropsy's retired car just stopped in the pit lane for 10 seconds and held furious for that time in Tier 2.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So if you retire in the
His retired car stopped in the pit lane.
and Furious couldn't hit?
Yeah. I think you need to retire once you get into the actual pit box. Otherwise, you could stay stopped.
Interesting.
It do be.
It'll be. Codemasters trying to fix an issue but bringing up another one.
Yeah. Thoroughly unexpected, I must say. A shocking surprise.
Danny is still close to Kopi here. 5 tenths off. We're gonna be seeing a one-on-one in between them. Would be quite interesting, to be honest. Hugo is 3 tenths off.
Mr. Sanix, can I ask you, how do you think Marion spells his name in November?
Who?
Marion, how does he spell his name in the month of November? I want to know.
I don't get it.
How many N's? How many N's does he use in the month of November? I want to know. He has 2 already.
Dude, Pixel, what are you doing to my brain? I do not comprehend what you're trying to get out of me.
Does he spell his name with 2 capital N's or 3 in the month of November?
4.
Only cultured people will get this reference.
I'm not cultured.
Oh, bro.
I genuinely don't know what you're going on about.
I'm guessing you do not observe NNN.
What is NNN? What is NNN?
It's something that's not really appropriate to share on stream.
Okay. After the stream, yeah?
Yep.
I genuinely didn't get it. I don't know what it is.
You're going to kick yourself once I tell you, I promise you that.
Is it something really obvious?
Yes. Or so I would think. But,
Oh.
did you get it?
No,
Did you get it?
I just opened my phone and searched it up. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The race is almost over though.
You know, it's bad because my birthday is in November, so Okay, Danny is leading a last lap charge here onto Kopi. I wonder if he's actually going to send it on him or not. He's a bit far back though, so if he gets a good exit.
Some idiot is coming home though to take the win.
Yeah. So maybe
From pole.
from pole.
Good drive.
Good drive. Takes his first win of the season.
Yeah.
Hugo in P2. Actually passed Marion on the last lap.
Yeah, I think what made the difference for some idiot was the stint on the intermediates. He stretched the gap then.
Yeah, definitely. And Alex P4, followed by Kopi, who keeps it in P5. And Danny, clear driver of the day from me at least.
Yeah,
P6.
I think so too.
And then Scuderia, Monkey Flipper, Racing Point, Motorsport Point, GT3, Sports Racing Team in P7, Jensen in P10 actually due to penalties, Timo P8, Icewind P9,
Yeah.
and Jensen then P.
Yeah, Timo drove really well, not stopping for inters, and got points because of it. Very nicely done.
Yeah, it was quite a drive from him. And Terra is coming across the finish line just about now. Didn't get the points,
Yeah.
but got the race. Peter.
He achieved his goal of not being lapped.
And yeah, considering he didn't race in ages. Game gives driver of the day to Danny.
The game agrees.
The game agrees. So if the game wouldn't agree, I would have to modify some files.
I have to club it like a baby seal.
I'd have to hack into the what? Club it like a... Okay, never mind. Why was Neth on? Neth knew what you were on about. Am I the only one that's just that like? Whatever.
Stupid.
Whatever. Whatever.
Just Sonic's things.
I don't know why I would think about that. Come on. I'm a man of religion. Fastest lap goes to Kopi as well, so he picks up that extra point. That was it. How would you think about the race, 1 to 10? If you were to rate it.
I thought it was a solid 8.5 out of 10.
I was thinking the same. I was thinking the same.
Good length, quite broad, very strong. Some stiff competition. Very nice, I must say.
In November, it's pretty stiff as well, to be honest. He's moving to.
Oh, we're going to hell.
Oh, we are. Well, interview time.
Yeah. We should interview the race winner first, I think.
Yes, we should
So,
bring him in, and I want to
yoink.
talk to Timo after as well. But anyways, Pixel, you start off.
Shalom, Cody.
Hello.
So you must be pretty satisfied. I know you were somewhat worried about Hugo's pace, understandably. But you got the pole. Were you surprised that you got the pole over him, or?
I got a little lucky in quali because I saw he had an issue in sector 3. I screwed up my last run anyway. I felt like the car was pretty balanced in quali, but in the race I was hurt in the left front. I tried a ton of stuff trying to fix that, but I mean, if I be honest with you, I feel like I got a smidge lucky today. I think both Marion and Hugo were a little quicker. It's just hard as hell to pass and in Zandvoort, and I mean, just track position is king, and I hung on to it with all I could, and I almost lost it at the start even. I don't know why, but I struggle horribly on my starts. But man, good job to Hugo and Marion. That was a 3-horse race from start to finish, and I got a little lucky today. But it's better to be lucky than good sometimes, and I gotta appreciate that. You know, I definitely felt like I was probably P2 or P3 on speed, but that's what you gotta do. You gotta carve everything you can get out of every single lap, out of every race. So you gotta appreciate it, you know.
Yeah, but you still had great pace, and especially in the wet, I think you were the fastest car for that few laps where there was rain. Or
I
at
would
least
say
you
Marion.
managed to make the gap. Yeah.
I'd say Marion was, because when I came out of the pits, I was just friend understeer, hurting the left front. I had to kind of get that under control. I think once I did, it kind of, I think I managed to go a tenth or two quicker, but for the start, he was like a good 3 or 4 tenths quicker, I would say. But I mean, I think the pit cycles helped me because every time I came out with like a smidge more of a gap, and then when we went out into the dries onto the softs in the last like 10 lap sprint, they didn't have DRS to me, so I just was able to kind of do what I could on the tires, and they were fighting. And like I said, I got a little lucky today, but I gotta appreciate that.
Oh, a win is a win.
Doesn't always
at
come
the end
around
of
like
the day.
that.
It was about time you got one.
100%. Well, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I gotta do the job week in and week out to, have a shot at Hugo, because it's already a gap there if we're thinking of talking championship. But I don't know. I digress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Spain?
I am conflicted between the soft hard and the medium hard. Soft hard is definitely better in quali, but medium hard has a nice overcut where you're in no traffic at all. Like you just get the track all to yourself. And yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens for Spain. I have some ideas for setup, but I gotta fix my chronic understeer, man. That's my limiter. That is 100% my limiter. Because I am like, that's especially around Spain. So,
What do you mean
Yeah,
chronic
we'll see.
understeer? Aren't you the one with the
I-
oversteer setups?
no, I kill my left front basically no matter what I do. It's like, that's why I run these so oversteery setups, is because no matter how oversteery I get, I always swing. The pendulum always swings back to, oh God, kill me. I'm plowing my brains out. That's kind of. You like the figurative language on that?
Oh yeah, we've had quite some figurative language this race, so
Yes, we have. We've had a lot.
like triple
gotcha.
ends and stuff like that.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Very
Is
tasty.
there any other questions I can answer?
None on my end.
None on my end either.
Maybe you have some Sonics?
No.
Alright.
Okay, well, you two lovely folks, you guys have a good one.
Yes.
Thanks for the interview.
Yes, you too.
All right,
Thank you.
all
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Who's next? Bring
Alright,
Timo in.
yeah.
Bring him.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello? Someone.
You left a lot of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling with the car?
I literally didn't. I'm sorry. I literally didn't struggle for you. That was quite a race. I have. I am here to say basically to vent about Codemasters, because I had wonderful glitches in this race.
Move him away.
First
Move him
I got,
away.
like,
No, I'm joking.
oh no! Oh no! They're taking me. No! Oh god! They're knocking at the door. Quick! So basically, first I got kicked for my game files being unverifiable or something. But they are the same. They are the same game files I've used for the past 3 days. Like I use them in tier 2, use them in like for commentary, rapid races everywhere. Everything was fine, and now I got kicked for it. So I join in the formation lap, which was close, and then so I start, and I don't have starting lights. So I go from P10 to like P17 or something. It was a little crash. I was at P15. Then Danny later on the first lap, I had no grip, and Danny just drives literally circles around me in the middle of the corner. I'm like, what's going on? Why don't I have my grip? Is it because the game gave me four laps of extra fuel or something? Then I checked my tire temps, and they were minus 80 degrees Celsius. I'm not joking. I streamed it minus 80 degrees Celsius. So I needed like 4 laps and a half to get them to normal racing temperature. And then I could finally start pushing. I picked up the pace. It was all very confusing. And Jeff always denounced rain, and I was in VC with Danny, Hugo, and Cody, and I just told them, nah, it's not gonna go to Inters, no way. The weather forecast doesn't lie. Jeff is lying. And I decided no matter what's gonna happen, I'm gonna stick it out on dries because I have literally nothing to lose. I was in P14 or something. So I did that, and well, as you see, it did work out. I'm really happy about it.
Your Formula 2 teammate Lucas Weber had an excellent race today. Are you happy for him?
It's tough to say because I usually don't care much about my career mode teammates. I also didn't know he was promoted to tier 1, so it's tough. If you're talking about Terra, though, then I must say, nice Binala mate. So, that's my ex-teammate.
Beamer, I have
Yeah,
a question for you. How many N's does Marion have in November?
What?
How does Marion spell his name in the month of November? How many N's?
Because he had 2 today.
Oh, no.
No. Alright.
No. I want to leave.
Okay,
What the
bye-bye.
hell
Answer the
is going
question,
on here?
Timo. Timo, answer the question.
You're not gonna Jesse Lee Peters and me. I would say 3.
Yes, a man of culture.
But
Excellent.
the EGL TOS doesn't allow me to elaborate on why.
I didn't know why either. I had to Google it up, but yeah. Anyways, Timo.
Yeah, I hope you read it out on stream.
Oh, I
actually
did read it out. I muted everything so it was loud and clear.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, nice to talk. Thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you for coming.
It's good, yeah.
Good beer.
Good deal. Why is he still here? Okay.
No.
Who do you want to do next? Bans or Terra? Let's do both.
Terror.
Terra? Okay.
Oh, we can do both.
Yeah, let's do both.
Fuck it.
Oi. Both.
Hello.
Double commentary, double interview.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. So this must be the interview then. I
Yeah,
have
Yo.
a black screen. My game is like hung. I can't even close it. So I don't know what's up. But yeah, you can hear me anyway. That's the important thing.
Yes, that's the main thing.
How.
What a
We can conclude it there then, yeah? Alright guys, thanks for watching.
good interview, guys. Yeah.
Bye bye.
I hear too much of Pixel's dog every day, and now I'm just.
You have to become the dog.
How do you feel after racing after such a long time, Tara?
Yeah. I mean, it's not quite like normal. Because it was on pad. I'm slow and inconsistent. So I just need to get better on pad. But otherwise, it felt pretty good. Like I was sort of, first few laps, I was hanging with the boys that I normally hang with. Then eventually I dropped out of DRS, and had a fight towards the end. I'm really sad you missed my overtake around the outside of Ocean Chief. In turn 1, it was very epic.
How do you know?
You guys didn't catch it. Because I went back on my phone and watched the stream, and you guys missed it. It was real sad. You actually got it in the background.
It's
yeah.
something. It's something.
That's something. But yeah, no, I mean, really fun. Like I've missed it a lot. I've missed driving a lot. I've been playing a lot on the pad because I think it's a pretty good game. And yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm very happy to be back.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Very
to have
good.
You back.
Terror, as a man of culture, can I quickly ask you, how do you think Marion spells his name in the month of November?
Does he add an extra N, perhaps? Is that the...
Why was I the only one that didn't get
a
this?
man of culture.
Why was I the only one that didn't get this?
El stupido.
Well, no. Switching over to Rene, who is my teammate in Assetto Corsa Competizione. We established a new team. Scuderia Monkey
Would you like to
Flipper.
reveal to everyone the name? Yeah, you will.
I will.
Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
we said it a couple of times. Scuderia Monkey Flipper.
Okay, go ahead.
Motorsport Point GT3 Sports Racing Team.
That's right.
Argentinian division.
Pending sponsorship from Mission Winnow.
We were thinking about
And from
contact.
Flappy Bird as well.
Flappy. Rene, what about you? How do you feel after the race?
I feel great, dude. I feel great.
Yeah, he finally didn't retire.
That's all. I didn't retire, yeah. That's a great improvement over not retiring, you could say. So I actually saw. Apparently they call it a checkered flag. I don't know really what that is yet, but apparently that's what you see when you finish the race. I don't know.
You know, maybe you're gonna see a podium soon. You were tipped to be our race winner from lap, I don't know, lap 25. We thought you were going to win, but that sadly didn't happen.
Unironically, like actually.
Of course, why would we
Sure.
joke about something?
What a great prediction! What a great prediction! I'll have you know, I woke up around 45 minutes before race start.
Ah yes, well, I'll have you know, I was doing my own race 45 minutes before this, and I did do quite a bit of spins.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, I was Sebastian Vettel 0.3. Oh.
Sebastian Vettel would never.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Sabano.
He would never.
I think this interview went a bit off course.
Yes, sorry.
But getting back on points, Rene, how do you think Marion spells his name in the month of November?
I don't know. I leave that there.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with M.
Oh, really? Does it end with Ariane?
Yeah, but how many N's?
I'll leave that up for the audience to decide how many ends he has in November.
That's a very political answer.
Yeah, it is. I gotta, you know, it's a very controversial topic.
Interest.
It's a very, it's a very dodgy political topic. I don't really want to get in anyone's hair. All ends matter.
Well, you
is
know,
what I'm gonna say.
a bit off F1 here. How do you feel about your new F1 ACC team? Scuderia Monkey Flipper Motorsport Point GT3 Sports Racing Team.
Argentinian division. Sponsored by Michelin.
You know, I think for sure. I mean, obviously, I don't want to say the full thing. I think that might be a bit annoying to the audience. So I do indeed think that SMFMP GT3 SRT is going to be quite the flourishing partnership indeed.
Thank you. I think we can
Thank you.
conclude the interviews. Yeah?
Yes, we are done, I think.
We are done. Fix, you have anything to add?
There's 7 people watching. I'm amazed that there's still 7 people watching.
I mean, this is a full-on comedy show now.
Truly cultured people.
Welcome to the 2SRL podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
2SRL podcast one.
Today we're talking about why grass is always green on the other side.
I'll tell you why. It's because
and why Nick shouldn't have pitted.
It's because photosynthesis. It's when the light goes and let's say.
Okay, thanks for watching, everyone.
And yeah, see you next time. Tuesday, tier 3.
Alright, bye bye.
You better join. Bye bye. This is It could be.
Aye.
Okay, bye bye.
This was a very intellectual.